This is a comprehensive history of YouTube.com, where we will be going through all of the major events, uploads and developments of the website's entire history month by month. We're off to a great start, so please like, subscribe and comment if I missed anything. This video we're going to be covering the months of August to October 2005. We're just going to jump straight into the uploads. So first we have Elite Snipes by Master of Mayhem. Safe to assume that this was the first Halo 2 montage uploaded to YouTube. But what I want to address is the first case of Elite Speak in this series. This being a modified spelling that can replace letters with lookalike numbers and symbols. Leet coming from the word elite. Some common vernacular being leet, pwned, hacks or hacksaw, and noob. This actually was first used by hackers to avoid detection by sysops, spelling words such as video like this, and phrases like fear my mad skills newbie spelt like this. Moving on, we have the second oldest nunchaku video on YouTube, uploaded by on August 2nd, which features a man dual wielding nunchucks and is actually pretty good. This video is linked in the playlist in the description. Next is Triggerman, the video review, uploaded by the No Name guy also on August 2nd. This being the very first game review uploaded to YouTube. I know I'm doing a comprehensive history, but these videos are like 21 years old.
Hello everyone, my name is still not important. Welcome to our video review for Triggerman for the Nintendo GameCube.
Amongst all the uploads to YouTube, in August we will see lots of gaming content being featured. Like this video, The Blue Army from Raz Grizz 1988, another Halo 2 montage, featuring the iconic Trance by 009 Sound System Dreamscape. Fun fact though, the original audio to this video is actually lost. Trance was part of a bigger playlist added in 2007 and was automatically used to replace copyrighted music on videos. Moving on, we have our first Counter-Strike montage uploaded by Fatal RFI, featuring gameplay of Counter-Strike Source, which you can still actually access on Steam. I think this is one of the best early cases of montage editing, since Fatal RFI uses audio clips and slow motion footage. Next we have Ninja Man by Cone FKU, uploaded on August 7th. Notice the Planet Vids watermark here. Planet Vids was an early competitor to YouTube. Like in the previous video, we saw re-uploads from other forums, but Planet Vids was another video sharing site that went offline sometime between 2014 and 2015. Now this next upload is a special one to me. The Red Cape Massacre by Bloody Zero. This is the first RuneScape video uploaded to YouTube, featuring a clan of old school PKers, the Riri Mafia. It's funny to think as well that I was actually there playing this game at the same time, couldn't afford membership and didn't have the fucking minerals to go around the wilderness and do some PKing. Next we have Blood Gulch by 2 Wicked, detailing game strategies for the Halo Combat Evolved map Blood Gulch, which actually came out on PC, which you can tell by the sort of mouse movements 2 Wicked is making. What's cool is that 2 Wicked made a series of videos covering lots of these maps, this being a style of content media giants like IGN would replicate years later. And if you weren't familiar already, it has that classic blue and white Windows Movie Maker text. Next we have the accurately titled Pokemon by Danny Time. If you remember in the last video, Pokemon Emerald had just been released, and now gameplay footage has made its way onto YouTube. Not only gameplay footage was uploaded to YouTube, but movie trailers as well, most notably being the banned Spider-Man trailer, uploaded by Super Wacko. Just by looking at this portion of the video, you can tell why the trailer was banned and had to be remade. We now have another GMV. Quackjag re-uploaded a machinima created by Hickadam from the site halobungie.org, which is actually still available to access today. If you didn't know, a machinima is just a short movie or video created using in-game footage. What's cool is that halobungie.org still has a very early 2000s style aesthetic to it. Also, Quackjag references the popular series Red vs Blue in the description, which was originally uploaded to drunkgamers.com in 2002 and yet to see its YouTube debut. Now, who can guess what I'm going to talk about next? Who remembers Fraps, one of the earliest free screen recording softwares online at the time? With the free version, you had to have this watermark on the video, as you can see in this upload. The latest version of Fraps coming out in February 2013. This site is actually still active and is a true relic of internet culture. I had a look at what version this video was recorded with, and it was Fraps 2.6, which managed to record between 10 and 100 frames per second. And this was the high-end graphics card at the time, the Nvidia 6800 SLI, which, can you believe, retailed for about $800, and now you can get it on eBay secondhand for about $30 or $40. Brownies After Effects by Manifest Destiny, uploaded on August 15th, 2005. This has to be one of the funniest videos uploaded to date in this series. I'll play some of it, but please have a look at the full video in the descriptions. And a small little internet quirk that I noticed, smiley faces used to be typed like this and not like this.
For your training kit, call 1-800-TRAINING-KIT.
Now, moving away from gaming, the next upload is Mission Google by the Cyber Seb on August 24th. The reason why I wanted to include this is because you can see a very early version of Google and its first page in search. This is Web 2.0 at its finest. Another Windows Movie Maker classic is Kids Speed Solving Rubik's Cube, where a boy aged 6 solves a Rubik's Cube in 37 seconds. I'm fairly certain as well that this is the first Rubik's Cube video uploaded to YouTube. And if you want to feel old, this kid is about 27 probably as recording this video. The last video we'll be covering for August 2005 is Human Being by Rottweiler, a seemingly random upload with Right Here Right Now by Fatboy Slim quietly in the background. But what's really odd is that in search and on Rottweiler's channel, this video is over 12 hours long, but when in the player, it's only about 3 minutes. Again, you can find all these videos in the description inside a playlist I created. We are now moving on to... Here are the major site developments for August. We got another homepage update, now starting to resemble the modern YouTube layout a little bit. The homepage is now scrollable to cater to the increased uploads to the platform. Instead of the 5 featured videos the month prior, there are now 10 for visitors to click on. The tags have been moved to the right column, and also they've made new features more prevalent, which we'll dive into now. Video flagging has just been added, giving the users the ability to report content that they deem inappropriate or violates copyright. YouTube was a real Wild West at this time, as I remember a video of a man's hand being cut off. The video title was literally just a file name. Content like this would find its way onto other platforms. Secondly is friends and sharing. You could actually add friends on YouTube at this time, as well as subscribing, also allowing users to share videos directly to their friends' inbox. Lastly are channel pages. Now users can explore the whole collection of uploads released by a user on their channel page, a staple feature of the modern YouTube landscape. Looking at the Wayback Machine, we could see YouTube used to host contests, and August was their first month doing so. Something I think is cool is that they used to show active users on the homepage, so users can see when their friends are online. As well as the homepage, YouTube featured a Watch Videos tab, a very comprehensive list of content that also included a random function similar to the I'm Feeling Lucky feature on Google. Finally, YouTube had launched its first XLM API, letting developers integrate YouTube videos directly onto their own applications. This means they could search videos by tag or user and retrieve detailed video data. As for what was updated later in the month, there was a lot of user features added. Users could now see how many videos other people have watched by clicking on their profile. You can see here on Boingo's channel that the layout also adopted the style of the homepage, especially uploaded videos being all in one list. We can also see the favorited videos and friends list from around this period. Next was YouTube's rating system, which lasted up until 2010. A simple 5-star rating, users would show how much they liked a video, later replaced by the like and dislike button. Top rated videos would be a key factor for YouTube's algorithm, with top rated videos being featured at the top of the homepage. I managed to find a screenshot from December later in the year where you can see this rating system displayed beneath the video. Next, users could allow and disallow comments and ratings on their videos when uploading. Lastly, honors has been added, a sort of achievement system implemented by YouTube, these categories being things like top viewed, top discussed, or top favorited. Unfortunately, I can't find any captures of this during this time. It's time to introduce some new players in this story, Roloff Botha and Keith Raboy. If you remember, the 3 founders all left PayPal to start YouTube, During this time, Roelof Botha was the CFO of the company. He's responsible for helping PayPal through its IPO and the $1.5 billion sale to eBay. He then joined Sequoia Capital, one of the world's most influential venture capital firms. Botha worked closely with the YouTube founders during their time at PayPal. Keith Rabois joined PayPal in 2000, serving as Executive Vice President of Business Development, Public Affairs and Policy. He worked alongside the likes of Peter Thiel, Elon Musk and Reid Hoffman, both Rabois and Botha becoming members of the infamous PayPal Mafia. But we aren't even going to touch that one. In August, Rabois introduced Botha to YouTube. Instead of relying on a pitch, Botha tested the product himself by uploading old wedding and honeymoon videos. He later recalled staying on the site far longer than expected. The experience convinced him YouTube wasn't just a tool for sharing videos, but had the potential to become a new kind of entertainment platform. Over the following weeks, Botha met with his ex-colleagues to discuss the platform and its development. On September 2nd, 2005, he wrote Sequoia's internal investment memo recommending the firm to back YouTube. Despite the major concerns with bandwidth costs, copyright and competition from companies like Google and Yahoo, this was the seed that would propel YouTube to becoming one of the largest companies in the world. We're going to follow this up when we cover November, as that's when these talks finally came to a head. To kick off the uploads for September, we have something really iconic that still gets re-uploaded 2 decades later. Kanye West's infamous
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
This was in light of Hurricane Katrina, a Category 3 storm that devastated New Orleans and coastal Louisiana, where over 1,800 people lost their lives. Next is an upload from a System of a Down concert performing Aerials, perfectly capturing what music was popular in 2005. Now we have something really cool, an upload from intern Craig, giving a tutorial of the upload process on YouTube. Here you can see a more detailed version of YouTube's homepage as opposed to the Wayback Machine's capture. You should really have a watch of this, as you can see what YouTube was like back then when logged into an account. Now we have NYPD 9/11 Memorial 4 by WTC 3353. I think this video is a great example of people capturing real moments in our history and documenting them on the platform.
Cat, I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat, I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance.
Halo Kitty Dance. Here we have one of the first real viral videos on YouTube. For any young viewers, this song is the Kitty Cat Dance by Steve Ibsen, originally made in 2004. We would eat this kind of shit up back in the day, some sort of random nonsense song over machinima. Next is Shadow the Hedgehog trailer. I wanted to include this as Shadow the Hedgehog for PS2 was an absolute classic. Street Fighter by Ro captures 2 friends recreating Street Fighter moves using the sound effects from the game. I think this video perfectly captures the early sort of creativity people had when uploading videos. The final form of this being Freddy W type videos, but that's going way too far ahead. Here we have another animation, The Jedi Apprentice, uploaded by Reigns247.
The wildly successful NBC television show, The Apprentice.
Now remember when I said about seeing a man's hand being cut off in the early days of YouTube? Here we have a more tame example of that with a video called Helicopter Crashes into Ice. Obviously this will be Patreon only, but this video does showcase a full helicopter crash that was reported on the news. Next we have Meat Shake, where a group of friends blend a full steak and potatoes and pass it around and drink it. Here's a video I found that is really cool, a re-upload by Nico. Unfortunately, the guy in the video isn't credited. I don't know if it's just the poor audio quality of the time, but this guy perfectly mimics the Mario coin sounds on the guitar. I would highly suggest watching this one. Again, you can find all these videos in the playlist I made in the description. Next up, this video captures what most boys were doing at the time, recreating WWE moves on a trampoline. Like we all did, completely ignoring the warnings at the start of WWE shows. Here's another slightly graphic video that's still up, Learning Hurts 2 Black and Blue by familiar channel Cobalt Grove. He's out in the woods learning flips with his dog and eventually sprains his ankle, showing off how swollen and bruised it is. Next is another precedent-setting upload, Stickman Kung Fu, possibly a re-upload of an animation where 2 stick figures are fighting. When tools like Pivot start to become more well known, these videos will be a mainstay in the classic YouTube era. Lastly, for the uploads in September, there is Hippo and Doggy by Calloy30. Why I wanted to showcase this video is because though it's the first version uploaded to YouTube, it isn't the version that went viral, which we actually see with a few of these classic viral videos. Getting away from the uploads for now, YouTube has received its first TV spot on the show, Call for Help with Leo Laporte, co-hosted by Amber MacArthur. Judging by what I can make out from the 240p quality, this was filmed on September 14th, 2005, and later uploaded on the official YouTube channel on October 28th. Here they demonstrate the full upload process and other features of the platform, and is very surprised that it's free.
How much?
Free.
What?
Yeah, it's completely free.
It's free?
Yeah, it's completely free.
Who's paying for the bandwidth?
Laporte asks how they're paying for the bandwidth, which is a similar concern we covered a few minutes ago by the Sequoia Capital investors. I love finding these sort of videos because you can actually see the thumbnails of some of the videos uploaded, whereas using the Wayback Machine, these thumbnails are all lost, and you can even see the original video player. This is a really interesting artifact as it is the first time YouTube was shown in front of a more mainstream audience.
Share videos, and if you want to share videos that are under 100 megs for free and be able to do a bunch of different things with them, youtube.com is the best place that I've seen it.
Wow. Want to know more about YouTube? Or get a link, callforhelptv.com.
Our first video for October is a real time capsule, London on a Shoestring by Rohan. A walkthrough of places like Hounslow and Wimbledon. Being from London myself, it's funny seeing places I recognise looking totally different. Bear in mind I was 6 when this was uploaded. Next is Rubber Boy, uploaded by Paul Scott and Design, featuring a boy called David at what seems like a high school talent show. I have a feeling we'll see him pop back up in future videos. Crack Wars by Moonstruck, a stop motion video with its own story and voiceover. An entertaining watch for a Star Wars fan, but what you'll find that's common is people replacing S's with Z's in the early internet period. Next is Lizard Cube X, also by Moonstruck. A pretty fun watch featuring just Dragon Ball Z footage with a voiceover, but I can't lie, this one is a bit of a cringe fest. Next we have Phone Booth Halo Style High Res by Evil Gus Gus. The reason why I featured this video is because you can hear the old audio quality of in-game chat, where there was no Discord, just Xbox Live parties. This one is great, a mock commercial for a gamer energy drink called using some leet speak in the name. I highly recommend watching this one as it perfectly captures when internet culture was really cringe and awkward when used in real life, but this one is still actually really funny. Now we have Champion by Psy. Yes, that's Psy. Obviously, I've never been into South Korean pop culture and didn't realise how long this guy has actually been around for. This next one is pretty wild. Hot girls getting their waxed. Honestly, no words. There's nothing not safe for work in the video itself, but it's definitely a strange watch. Now I have to include more animal uploads as this was peak content back in the day. Dog Dancing by Eamon Sullivan featuring their boxer, Dude, getting ready for bed. Next is Technology is Gay by Colmar, where you can actually see what kind of tech we was working with in 2005. I mean, look at the size of that monitor.
I was looking at the Star Trek website and
This one's pretty short, it's literally Bill Gates smashing his head. I love this next upload as it's the first for a pretty prominent community in later years on YouTube. Skateboard trick tip video by Brett Novak. Novak gives you a full rundown of how to do simple tricks on a skateboard, later becoming really well known within this niche and clearly setting a precedent for a whole wide range of skateboarding trick tip videos. Lastly, to celebrate Halloween, we have Sims 2 Halloween Fright Night, where has made a pretty cool machinima within Sims 2. Though not the first Sims 2 upload ever, it is one of the first videos I could find where the uploader has specifically made the content entirely with the national holiday in mind, and uploaded it on that date. Now we're finished with uploads for this video. What we're going to cover next is a fairly big milestone, the first ever video to reach 1 million views. This was a Nike advert for their new Tiempo Legend football boots, featuring Ronaldinho hitting the crossbar 4 times in a row. Originally titled Ronaldinho Touch of Gold, this was first uploaded on October 21st, but crossed the million milestone in early November. You can see in this screenshot that it gained 10k views in a day, and in this screenshot from November 1st, it climbed to over 400k. Jumping ahead just a bit so you can see the scope, by the end of November, it had hit 1.6 million views. Now to the right, you can see that honor system we mentioned earlier, highlighting this video as the #1 most viewed video of all time. Side note, I think it's interesting that they made public the backlink traffic from other websites, MySpace being the top contributor. And now what I think is really funny are the comments from 2005 compared to now, really showing how cynical we've gotten as internet users. Today, most of the comments are just saying how fake it is, whereas in 2005 there was a real discussion going on as whether this was legitimate or not. Idris asks, who's watching in 2026? And Rob responds, me, to see how many clowns still think it's real, lol, it's made with CGI. But in 2005, guys like Giuseppe saying, he is the best gift a team could ever have, he must be touched by God. And this one comment going on about how he met Ronaldinho as a kid and saying how he can hit the crossbar at will. Though there was still skepticism, the thought of faking things online back then was a foreign concept and not everyone's go-to assumption. But yes, Nike actually privated the original upload, so only re-uploads exist now. However, YouTube had just passed a threshold of viewership that will only keep expanding in the years to come. For the updates in October 2005, YouTube rolled out several major new features. First, they announced the November Nano a Day giveaway, a promotion where YouTube would give away a new 4GB iPod Nano every day in November, where the more friends users invited to the platform, the greater chance they had to win. Users can now create playlists to organize their favorite videos, and use the new subscription center to follow creators and keep track of their latest uploads. The channels page was upgraded with category-specific content, featuring recently uploaded videos, top watched clips, and the platform's most active users. YouTube also expanded its FAQ section, with help for embedding videos on sites like MySpace and Friendster. Finally, YouTube introduced a full-screen viewing mode, opening videos in a new window for a larger viewing experience. Now it's time to cover the broader internet landscape. The $1 Million homepage had just went public on the 26th of August, created by Alex2. This began as an experiment to fund his university tuition by selling 1 million pixels as advertising space, $1 per pixel. This became an international sensation, receiving worldwide media coverage. Who remembers the game? If you do, then you just lost. This one is fairly niche. The game is actually a mind game where players try not to think about the game at all times. People online would trick each other into reading sentences like "you just lost the game" on message boards and community sites. On September 14th, a site called losethegame.com was created explaining this inside internet joke. The game, to me, shows one of the first cases where internet humour just wasn't understood by older generations. Speaking of internet humour that wasn't understood, here are some staple memes that began their circulation. Pepe the Frog had just been uploaded for the first time on MySpace by Matt Fury, and the first iteration of Jeff the Killer found its way onto pya.cc on September 10th. Finally, Chuck Norris facts started to become an early internet trend. Following on from the Vin Diesel fact generator earlier in the year, the Chuck Norris fact generator was made by the same creator, Ian Spector. Now I'd like to cover a few more sites that YouTube was competing against during these months. First, there's Xanga, originally a blogging platform but later evolved into a social networking website. Next, there's Friendster, one of the earliest social networking websites, being a huge influence on MySpace and Facebook. Gaia Online combined internet forums, anime culture, and browser gaming into one community. Users created customizable anime-style avatars, earned virtual currency, participated in discussion boards, and played mini-games while decorating virtual homes. It became one of the largest online communities for teenagers interested in anime, gaming, and internet culture. A direct competitor to YouTube, eBaum's World, one of the internet's largest collections of funny videos, flash animations, images, and games. Finally, we have a slightly different website, but it also served as a website and application, MSN Messenger. I used this religiously growing up. Users would chat in real time, share files, and could use webcams to host calls. This was Discord's predecessor. As always, we'll briefly cover the most popular Flash games of the time. First, there was Virtual Keyboard V2, an interactive keyboard with different songs like the Zelda and Tetris theme, where you could substitute in different instruments like a steel drum and vibraphone. Next, there's Thing 1 and 2, a very basic side-scrolling shoot-'em-up style game. Finally is a pretty crazy one, The Fresh Prince versus the Cake. This one is going to be very censored when I show it, but essentially it's just another side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. Now, going beyond the browser, the most played games were titles such as World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, Counter-Strike Source, RuneScape, which was still in browser, The Sims 2, and Half-Life 2. Now on console, people were playing GTA San Andreas, Halo 2, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was one of my favourites growing up. But the most notable games to be released in the dates we're covering in this video are Fear, Civilization 4, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, EverQuest 2 Desert of Flames, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi, and the last one is huge. Club Penguin had just been released. So that's it for the months of August till October 2005. I'd appreciate a comment giving any feedback about what else you would like me to include, if you would like more detail about a section or less about another. In the next video, we will be covering November and December, finally wrapping up YouTube in 2005. There are some major developments in the next 2 months and I can't wait to cover it. I appreciate if you could like, subscribe, or visit any of the support links in the description. I'll see you in the next video.